Tonight on the super important show, Shady Otters, Dangerous Ice Cream, and the debut of our new segment, Available Now. That's the segment name. It's actually available later because we haven't recorded it yet. But I'm one of your hosts, Destiny Dado, and joining me as always is my amazing co-host, Heather Jules Booth. How are you doing, Heather?
I am great, thank you.
Welcome. And joining us as our special guest is the hilarious Matthew Corcoran. Matthew, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm waiting for the check to clear.
Oh yeah, well, wait, keep on waiting because it might take a little while.
Wow, keep on waiting.
Matthew, tell us a little bit about who you are. Let people know what you got going on.
I've got absolutely nothing going on.
Nothing?
I have 2 cats.
Okay.
And they annoy me all the time. Other than that, you know, I'm in a little sketch comedy team with my 2 illustrious co-hosts that I'm sitting right here with, which is going to have its first show next Tuesday.
Please come.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, did I let that out of the bag already?
I think it's good. I think that's important.
I'm all for early and frequent plugging. So please.
Yeah. Plug away.
Please go with it.
Ooh, wait, is this that kind of podcast?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah. Oh wait, what?
Yep.
Yeah, just let it go, Dustin.
You already no.
Say yes. Yes, and Dustin.
I got that
yes,
one
and.
well enough. That's where
Great.
we were talking before the show about innocence, and I feel like I'm innocent enough to not get that right away.
Great.
But to get it eventually.
So, Dustin, plugging.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. We got it. I'm already going to probably have to explain it to Joy after the show. So why don't we...
Is Joy watching tonight?
I hope so. I think she may be
Hi, Joy.
in transit. But if not, we will see her soon.
Joy, when you watch late. Hi, Joy.
Yes. Hello. Sorry, I am coughing.
Also,
Heather.
Chat, whoever's out there, hello.
Heather, you want to kick us off with our very first segment?
I would love to. Oh my gosh, we have a great segment for our first World You Crazy story. Today, it didn't happen today, but recently, an otter was caught stealing a surfboard in California, and it turns out it's not the first time this otter has stolen a surfboard. A surfer in Santa Cruz was the latest victim of an aggressive otter who jumped on the back of his board and damaged it. When it got reported, the Santa Cruz Police Department said this was not an isolated incident. They said an aggressive sea otter is biting, scratching, and climbing on surfboards. There have been 4 incidents of otter interactions with surfers in Santa Cruz. They say that they are working with the California Department of Fish and Wildlife to capture and relocate the otter. They've also posted signs warning people about an aggressive sea otter. Enter at your own risk. Yeah, it's like, oh God, this is one of those stories where everything you read about it, they're using all these like be afraid words, but then you're like, it's a sea otter.
Yes.
Like what?
Do you want the video?
Otter. Yes, let's roll that beautiful sea otter footage. Watch this aggressive. Oh no. Oh, you're all gonna die. No.
Yeah, that very dangerous otter.
That very dangerous otter who clearly just wants to surf.
I'm sorry, he's not putting up enough of a fight.
The otter
No.
or the guy?
The guy is, yeah.
Well, the guy,
surfer.
I think the guy is mistakenly of the belief he's going to be eaten by this otter. And this otter is like, I am going to surf.
I mean, but here's the thing, guys. If he, yes, he could beat the crap out of this otter.
Tear it up.
But who's going to be on his side if he beats the
Nobody.
crap out of this otter?
Absolutely nobody.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So,
Not one person. That's the cutest freaking video I've seen in at least today.
right, so that guy's got to be nice because, he can't push back too much because if you beat up an otter, you're the bad
Right.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm going to stick up for him for a minute, too.
Okay, please.
Because I have seen people get their shit wrecked from cats, and we live on the land with cats. That surfer is in the otter's natural environment right now. The otter's got the advantage.
That's true.
So who knows what he could claw, what he could bite, whatever he could do.
Right, he could just go go under and go right for things that you don't want.
Nuts.
Yeah. Right. But then, like, so at what point, like, let's say the otter does go for it, go down there. Like, is there any point where you can legally just, like, grab it by the neck and throw it? Or are you just sort of like, well, it's an otter, I still can't? I mean, I know legally you can, but morally, like, are you just going to be the bad guy? Like, it went for your nuts. It went to try and bite your nuts. Like, aren't you at that point then allowed to just fling an otter across the ocean?
I think if it's trying to kill you at any point, you can certainly, like, try and remove it. Sure.
But I mean, like, in your cat scenario, at what point can you fling a cat across a room?
Never.
I'm gonna get right. That's what I'm saying. Never.
There's no scenario ever.
So how do you? But an otter you can.
I know. I never said you could. I'm just saying. You know, who knows his nature? What happens when you're? Yeah, I probably would not. I would still be the person that's like, hey.
I just want to understand
buddy.
at what point you can throw an animal.
Let go.
Where's the hierarchy? Like, do we want to go through, like, cats no, otters no, deer? Can I, if a deer goes for my nuts, can I fling them across the forest?
I mean, if you can lift a deer and chuck it across the forest, go for it, man.
Put that on my
you know, I'm going to go back to my two most hated living things, because I love most living things. But mosquitoes, cockroaches. Get them the fuck out of here. Fling them. Get them out of here.
You just kill them.
But you can't.
Yes.
You can't satisfactorily fling a mosquito anywhere.
You can't, and I wish you could. Really, really wish that was a possibility, because I would enjoy it.
It'd be so weird. So weird to do. Cool. What else on the story do we want to move along? We got a lot on the show tonight.
You know, they say that they're just saying that the otter's behavior is unusual, and that the cause could be hormonal surges or due to being fed too many times by humans. And I love that it all comes back to, you know, it's always got to come back to the hormones. Like, this crazy sea otter, she's got hormones. So, you know, she's going to come after you human. Also, maybe humans don't feed her, but them hormones.
Right. It feels a little bit like, you know,
it's a little pointed.
Like otters be stealing, like, you know, like,
yeah, I think it's
ladies
far
be
more
shopping.
likely. Yeah. It's far more likely that we all are like, otters are so cute, and people are just feeding these otters. And now the otter sees a person on a board and is like, food. It's like squirrels. Mm-hmm. You know, when you like go to the park and there's really aggressive squirrels and they don't actually want to do anything to you. They just want food or nuts, as we were saying.
Right. I mean, also everything could be a dick. Like every animal can be a dick. Animal. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how cute they are. Like every animal possesses the ability to be like a total asshole.
No, it is true. There are moments.
Yeah. Cool.
Everything can be a dick. Also, the title of my memoir out soon.
So that's where we're going tonight. That's where.
I mean, stop playing them up. Sorry. What am I gonna do?
Cool. All right. Anything else out there?
I don't think so. See, no one's got any thoughts about this online either. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then we will.
Joy. Wait. Oh, I'm wrong. Joy Masters is here to say, otters be shopping.
It's true. She knows.
All right. So Joy, you think that they are shopping for new boards, new things?
Yeah. I did not see him give that surfer any legal tender, so I don't know if that's actually.
That's true.
Accurate.
He did steal it. Yeah, it looks like he stole it.
But I mean, if an otter rides a surfboard, that's like a show. So it's like he did put on a show.
Also, that was another funny thing in the article that they, well, it's especially when you watch the video, they say that the person originally returned the surfboard and said, "I'm sorry, it's damaged. An otter attacked me." And everyone was like, "No, that's not true. You're just lying to get out of the like damage charges." And that it wasn't until this video came out that they were like, "Oh shit, you weren't lying. It wasn't. Oh, okay, it was an otter."
Yeah.
I also think it's really funny. Like, it's just so unbelievable. Like, yeah, no, I'm telling you, a sea otter.
Right.
It got me.
Check TikTok. Yeah. It's definitely a thing.
Checked. And wait, is that admissible? Can that be admissible?
Oh, you're asking me. Oh.
Yeah.
I am asking the lawyer in the group.
A video that somebody took? Absolutely. I mean, you have to go through the proper steps of verification. You know, that is me, that is accurate, blah, blah, blah. But absolutely, that could be admissible in court if you wanted to sue the otter.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
But wouldn't it be and then we'll not go too legally deep into this. But would an animal attacking be considered an act of God and therefore not covered under most typical insurances, or would that be, is an animal attack not considered, is only like a storm an act of God?
Yeah, no, that's not an act of God.
Okay.
Deer can run into your car and you still get a insurance claim for it or whatever.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, I didn't know that.
All right. So we just
I don't know. I don't really do that. So
let's do like 4 hours on what's considered God and what's considered animals.
nothing I say here should be considered legal advice, by the way.
Actual legal advice. No. Duly noted.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm going to take it as legal advice. So however you want.
It's on you, Justin.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll send you my bill.
No, I mean, I'm not going to. I was joking. There was clearly humor. Please don't. I have no money. Let's move on because we have so much to cover tonight.
Excellent.
Matthew,
Yeah.
take it away.
So I apparently have a story that comes 30 years too late. Maury Povich to launch an at-home paternity test fittingly called The Results Are In. The former Maury host, 84, is partnering with the same DNA testing lab he relied on during the run of his daytime talk show. They promised to get results back in 2 days, but really, who's trusting this? Imagine somebody comes to you and says, "I sent your glass off to the Maury show, and now you are the father." I don't know. No.
But it's like a good reference point, right? Where you're like, where you wish you have a reason to believe to take it to the next level. That would be my guess.
But it feels like it's just an unnecessary intermediary point. I don't think any court is going to consider legal again. I don't think any court is going to consider this valid. There's no, to get into the details, there's no chain of custody for where the item came from.
Mm-hmm.
You mail it in on your own. Who knows what happens to it when the post office gets a hold of it? It could go and get stamped on. It could go and somebody could open it up, tamper with it, whatever. It's utterly, you know what? He's 84 years old. He probably has some kids out there. He needs some retirement money, and good for him. Grab the bag.
I mean, he's already like in the picture for the product. He's already got a like, what's going on? Look at this. I got a paternity test. kind of feel like what is that stance?
He's grabbing two people's butts.
Okay.
Yes, that is in fact what it looks like he's doing.
It really does. Now that you say it, it's definitely got like a that they've photoshopped somebody out. I mean, I guess you can't really Photoshop somebody out and have seen through their body, but yeah, it definitely feels like
there's a lot they can do these days.
It is like he used to be so fond of on his heyday, an ethical recreation of accurate events.
Yep.
I have to go back to what you said, Matthew, and it's entirely correct, which is 30 years too late. Like, why now? This is a funny idea, and like funny as like if you wanted to like gag the Maury Povich fan in your life or something, but that was literally 30 years ago. Yeah. Like now it's just like, okay.
I mean, let's get the Jerry Springer meth set out. Let's get I don't know, what did Ricky Lake do? I feel like they were all the same. Did she do anything exciting?
I think it was all the similar
troubled teens. Let's get the for-profit Ricky Lake for-profit prison for troubled teens.
For troubled teens, right?
I mean, I'm going to defend it just because I feel like Maury's got nothing else to do at this point. He's retired. He was sitting at home going like, nobody cares about me anymore because I don't have my show. Maybe they'll care about me if they still have a product with my face on it, determining who the father is. Like, I mean, what else is he going to, like, he's got nothing else going on. I mean, he's, other than being like crazy rich at this point and like,
I still think they're like missing the boat on just making it a stupid gag gift where like, it's like a magic 8-ball and like it looks official, but you send it to somebody as a joke and like they open it up and it's like.
So your issue is that it works.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
I think that part of it is just silly. Like brand it and make it like a thing that you use to troll your friends or your relatives. See, Joy's with us. She would buy that gag gift. That would be funny.
Yeah.
So it should always just say, you're the father.
I think it could say a bunch of different phrases, which like I can't think of what I would like them to say right now, but it could be not just silly things that are funny. And there are like, you're the father, you're not the father. Better luck next time. I mean, I'm just going back to the Magic 8-Ball again.
Okay, yeah. And I'm always down, like, it seems like Lynette agrees, I'm always down for a good Ricky Lake reference. So,
You're welcome.
who's not been on the air in, like,
Long
probably
time.
20 years? Like,
I think so.
an upsettingly
Honestly,
long amount of time.
I forgot about her until you brought her up.
I think
and
the
then I'm
last
like,
time she was on TV was season 3 of VH1's Charm School, which is available in its entirety on YouTube. I recommend watching
Is
it
it?
after you're done with this.
Is it?
Great.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That is a deep cut from you. That
Thank
is like, how do you know?
That the first season was Monique, second season was Sharon Osbourne, third season was Ricky Lake. Come on,
Okay, all right.
this is gay culture. What am I doing?
I feel bad considering I worked for VH1 for like 3 or 4 years, and I have no idea any of these things.
Yeah.
But it was a while back. It was it was much longer ago. Okay, so anything else on Maury?
I think that's enough.
Okay, then let's keep going then. Which brings it over to me. You guys know I love Japan and all the crazy Japan stuff that Japan likes to do. So, yet again, we have another crazy Japan thing. There is a ninja restaurant place. Let me get my notes up because I'm gonna get a bunch of words wrong if I don't. Come on, notes. Okay. So there's a place in Japan called the Ninja Cafe at Takayama in words that I'm going to get super wrong, so I'm not even going to try them. And they have designed an ice cream that is just a ninja sword. And let me bring that up. I got too many things happening right now. Come on, graphic stuff. That which you see there is a 45 centimeter long ice cream treat that you can get, which is a large amount of ice cream. They had previously done a samurai sword, which I don't have a picture of, unfortunately. But here's another image. That's ice cream. Imagine how much fun it would be to eat that ice cream.
That's cool. I would absolutely eat that. That's amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, it's basically the real size of a traditional ninja sword called ninjato, which is different than a samurai sword in that it has a single blade instead of a samurai sword, which has a double blade, and it is smaller. But the Ninja Cafe is considered entertainment cafe where customers can dress up like ninjas. They can take part in ninja training. They can throw shuriken. They can try playing with blowguns. They could try like all sorts of different sword moves, stuff like that. All of these things are things that you can do if you just go to the Ninja Cafe in Japan. Which I feel like, Joy, if you're out there, just book us tickets. Let's just go. I don't know why we're not.
Joy already said let's go in the chat.
Yeah.
So
While you were reading that too, she made a good pun, and I want you to see.
Okay.
Joy made the pun. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Good
I
job.
saw that, Joy.
Yeah. I put
Good
it back
job,
up, Joy. Yep.
So yeah, I mean, there's not much to this story other than the fact that, fuck yeah. Other than,
Yeah,
like,
that's really cool.
yeah. Is there anybody who doesn't want this ice cream?
Me.
You don't want this ice cream.
I'm gonna say it. I don't get it. I don't want it. I don't feel like it is conducive to an ice cream experience.
I don't even have words. I don't even.
I have to say,
I want
I love
toppings.
it.
How does fudge stay on that?
So you're thinking from like the term of like putting things on the ice
Right.
cream.
How am I gonna put fudge on that? I put fudge on that, it's gonna melt halfway and break.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard ice cream, and the beauty of it is that you can dip it into whatever you want because it's a fucking sword.
Unless they have mannequins that I can stab to put the toppings on it.
Oh, I
would
like
do
that
that.
idea.
I'm down
That's
for that.
fun.
Yeah, let's make that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, hey, Japan, we're going to elevate this idea. It reminds me of growing up when you had like I mean, honestly, it made me think of the like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle popsicle things where it was like their faces.
Mhm.
It reminds
But they
me
were
of that
this
stuff.
big. This is
Yeah,
how do
you just bite it.
nom 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 like from over here?
Yeah. First you sword fight with it, and then you eat it.
Yes.
Again.
Or you take a video and like you don't tell anyone it's ice cream, and you're like, I can now eat a sword, and then you eat it.
Yeah. I mean, we're just eating regular ice cream like chumps, and
Right.
that's the world you want to go back into. Is the world where you just eat ice cream out of a cup instead of out of a sword.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I don't understand your world, and you are entitled to it, but I don't get it.
I'm also lactose intolerant, so the story is offensive.
Sorry, I didn't mean to torture you with something that would potentially kill you, or at least make it bad. Cool. I think that's all we got for this again because we have a lot. So let's keep on moving. Before we do though, this is a point in the show where I say don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps us ton for a lot of people know that you enjoy the content, and it helps remind you that we have new shows coming up. So please take a moment to like and subscribe. It will make us very happy. And now we will get into our honorable mentions. Those are stories that didn't quite make it to a full-fledged story, but are still exciting, and I have read a little bit about. So I can give you some information, but not a whole ton. So our first honorable mention is a gigantic fart derailed RFK Jr.'s New York City press dinner. This happened last week. There was a bunch of very old men who were fighting at this dinner. One of them farted and just screamed, "I farted," and started arguing about it. And two groups of people started yelling at each other over the fact that one old man farted at a ridiculous RFK Jr. press dinner.
But he farted to break up an already existing argument?
No, he farted like mid-argument and then doubled down on it. Like almost like he
Got it.
Like he had intended to do it.
It was an additional statement to the argument.
Right.
Okay.
Right, like that was just a warning shot.
Yeah.
You know what's in the chamber next.
Yeah. The next one won't be a fart.
Which I am okay with him ruining an RFK event because I think he's a weird dude, but we won't get too into political stuff.
Lynette agrees with you.
He deserves nothing less. Exactly. Yes. A weird fucking dude. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I'll just leave it there. I don't think you need any more description than that.
Oh man. It's just this describes itself. Yeah.
It's an excellent collection of words.
Wow.
The owner apologized and
So that did
shut
answer
the-
my question. Was it an accident?
it wasn't they believe that it was actually an employee that came in who had been doing drugs and somehow got the drugs into the food. This feels like it would help in Florida as opposed to hurt
I
sales.
was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they unfortunately
Feels like people are now lining up, not
right. Free meth in your soy sauce? Like
Yeah.
who's not gonna want that in Florida?
I want to know how this was found out. Like,
I
did somebody leave the restaurant real fucked up?
Yes. A bunch of people ended up high. Some people ended up going to the hospital. Like a lot of people found out it wasn't a thing where they tested it and discovered the meth. A bunch of people got fucked up, and then they're like, "Hey, there must be something going on here," and then they tested it.
Wow.
This is like when you get warned as a child that people are gonna hide their drugs in your Halloween candy.
Yes.
I know this was an accident. No one willingly
Yes.
gives away their drugs.
Exactly.
It was that, or it was like, what was the thing where they warned us, watch out for pencil erasers because people were putting drugs on them or something?
I don't
Did
know
you
about
guys
that
have
one.
that?
I
No.
don't remember that. I remember
we had
getting
something-
told that there were needles in movie theater seats that had
Yes.
diseases on them.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't hear
Yes.
that.
We had that too.
Yep.
hmm We had that too.
Great. Now
I'm surprised you didn't have that, Dustin. I'm surprised.
I grew up in Yonkers. They didn't give a shit. You could do whatever you
Oh,
want.
okay, that's probably why.
The needles were a
yeah.
feature.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they was like, here's extra tax bracket and needles.
Yeah. Story number 3. Family sells their wish-granting cat for $127,000.
What?
I mean, I feel like if your cat can actually grant wishes, why would you sell it? Why wouldn't you just ask for $500,000?
For money, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
weird.
Is this another Florida one?
Probably.
It feels
I assume
yeah.
everything is Florida. And the last one, we're going to be talking about Snoop Dogg a lot in this episode. This is our first mention of Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg opened a dog-in-a-box pop-up restaurant, which you can see here. Is a partnership with Jack in the Box.
Where is this and when are we going?
It's definitely in California.
It's definitely California, yeah.
Damn it.
It just occurred to me, like, if you are selling fast food, do you want to name it Dog in the Box? Like,
Probably not.
isn't that a not good name for food in general?
Well, he's got to brand it to himself somehow.
Yeah,
Dog
but
is definitely the easier one to use than Snoop if he's going to brand it.
you don't think Snoop in a box is less?
No, that sounds like it's an entirely
That
different
sounds
market.
like a pedophile ring. That sounds like a creepy old
But
man.
it sounds like dog meat is in your food.
Or hot
No,
dog.
it could
I thought
be
it was
like a hot dog.
dogs.
Yeah. Hot dog in the box.
Okay, you guys are less upset about
It
this
could
than I
also
am.
be
I am
like
upset that-
a little nudge nudge wink wink, like for some dog in the box action.
What does that mean? What is that? What is
Oh,
that?
Dustin.
Heather.
Get
Look, I'm just finding all the possibilities, okay? I don't think it has to be
Yeah.
dog, like rough dog.
Yeah, but I get that it is D-O-double-G, but it's still I'm
I'm
not
just
on
angry
board,
that it's
is all I'm
not
saying.
here. Can we also though talk about the little driver there driving
That's the
in?
Jack in the Box guy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Jack in the Box. Okay. I thought it was Mr. Bill and I was confused.
no.
Oh, I see it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so that brings us that finishes our collection of honorable mentions, which brings us to What the Fact. For folks who are not familiar, What the Fact is a segment where I will ask you guys trivia questions that I'm assuming you don't know the answer to, but maybe you do. Maybe this is the time where everybody knows everything, and you'll try and guess what the actual answer is. Hopefully you will learn something along the way, or find it ridiculous and silly. So let's get going. Gary Busey, who is always a fun collection of weird things, refused to shoot a movie scene that took place in heaven. For what reason?
So this is a true thing. We just don't know why.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you choices,
Okay.
and you have to tell me which one is true. And I'm gonna come to you first. So get ready. So the reason Gary Busey refused to shoot a movie scene that took place in heaven was it because he knew he would go to hell and he didn't want to see what heaven would be like? Is it he had been to heaven and the set design was completely wrong? Or was it C, he thought we were already in heaven, so there's no need for another heaven?
I'm glad you gave me choices because I was thinking he was going to have a much worse reason.
Okay, good.
Why he
I'm glad
wasn't
that
gonna do this.
he's only mildly crazy to you. So which do you think it is?
I think it's going to be B, and
You-
I don't doubt that it's not true. I think he has seen heaven.
Okay.
I think he went to a lovely Japanese steakhouse in Florida, and then he saw heaven.
All right. Joy agrees with you. Heather, what are you thinking?
I am also with y'all. I think it is B. Lynette also thinks it is B. I'm gonna. The real reason is, didn't he at some point in his life have some kind of traumatic brain injury, and like he's always been wacky, but like he got extra super wacky after that, and I feel like he probably like had this traumatic brain injury and was like, I saw heaven.
Okay.
Whether he actually did, who knows? But he thinks he did.
All right.
I'm going with B.
Everybody's going with B, and it turns out everybody is correct. He did go to heaven and said that, which I feel like at that point just say like, hey, this is what heaven is, like.
Yeah, let's design it like I saw it.
Yeah. The only thing I remember about his description of heaven was that there were no mirrors. But I don't think they gave any deeper description as to what heaven was like.
That's amazing.
We'll go to question number 2. The Washington National Cathedral contains a stone grotesque of what? And I assume that both of you would know what that word meant, but I can explain it if you don't.
But why don't you explain it for the audience?
Okay.
Good idea.
Grotesque.
I know.
Yeah. Grotesque is sort of a stone sculpture that they will put as a design element outside of buildings that are intended to be representative of some person, place, or thing that's really just there for design, has only aesthetic reasoning. There's probably a better definition of it, but that's what I'm going to go with. So our National Cathedral, where we do national prayer services, where if a president is killed, where we do the funeral for the president and all that, it's like the big cathedral in the country. If you're going to pick one, that's the one. Is it George Washington sticking his tongue out? Is it Superman, or is it Darth Vader's helmet? Which one of these is currently on our national cathedral? Heather, what do you think? I'll let you go first.
I mean, I want it to be C.
Okay.
I will even take B, but I feel like it's actually A.
Okay.
George Washington sticking his tongue out. I don't really have a reason other than, I guess, because he is a real person and the other two are fictional.
How dare.
I don't think they would put fictional characters, but I will be very happy to be proven wrong.
Okay. Joy, so you want it to be C, but you're going with A. Joy
Correct.
wants it to be C as well.
Mm-hmm. Joy also wants to know if it's all three.
It is not all three. I will tip that it is not in all of the above. I wish that it were, but it is not in all of the above. It is only one. Lynette's hoping for C as well.
C is great.
I'm going B.
You're going B.
I just want to know,
Yeah?
is it Christopher Reeve? Is it Henry Cavill? Is it Tyler Hoechlin? Is it Brandon Routh?
No.
I mean, it'd be impressive that
it's not going to be
they were so
Brandon
on top
Routh.
of it.
It's not going to be Brandon Routh.
It's not going to be Brandon Routh.
All right.
So all I can hope is that it's Henry Cavill.
Okay, so you're going with B.
I'm going with Henry Cavill.
Okay. The actual answer to what I believe will be most of your excitement is in fact Darth Vader's helmet.
Oh my god!
And
why?
Don't worry, I've got a picture.
You have it. Great.
Yes. Was it actually just like a melted
Wow.
version of Dick Cheney's head, and it just started to look like that?
Now, it is full on Darth Vader's helmet on the side of a major building.
Why? I absolutely love this, but why?
I don't know.
Oh, somebody absolutely had a bad day and was like, "I'll show you fuckers."
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
And everybody agreed to do it, though.
Salute. Right.
It's still sitting there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, because that's not 3D printed. That's like
that's stone.
Work went into that.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
So next time you are in DC, check out Darth Vader's helmet. Is attached to the building. Which brings us to our third and final what the fact question, which is tiramisu, the wonderful dessert that I thoroughly enjoy, was created by whom? And Matthew, I'm coming to you first.
Amelia Earhart.
Was it by an Italian brothel to give their clients energy? Was it by Pizza Hut to make them seem more Italian? Or was it by Ben Franklin so he could make a bunch of money selling it for the equivalent of $200 a serving? I'm going to come to you first, Matthew.
This is one of those things I don't know why I think I know this, but it's brothel.
You're going to go with brothel.
It's brothel. For some reason, I feel like I knew that. And it makes sense because it's got caffeine in it, doesn't it? It's got like coffee grounds in it. So, you gotta...
It does.
Okay. So you're going to go with brothel.
I would have gone with cocaine, but maybe they wanted to save the cocaine for their employees and...
I end up seeing the chat a little bit later than some other folks do. So I saw Lynette's response of "I want to go there" when I brought up a brothel. So
No,
as far as that's
yeah.
concerned, "I want to go there" isn't a reference to a brothel.
It wasn't a reference to the DC Cathedral, but
I'm sure that it was, but it's not. So right now, it's a problem. So you're going with A. Heather, what are you going with?
I think that I actually think Matthew, you have swayed me to choose A because of the caffeine comment. Because at first I was like, tiramisu, it's going to make you sleepy. It's a dessert. But you're right. It probably had crazy amounts of I'm sure it was not done as a delicacy or made with precise whatever. It was probably just here's some stuff and some coffee and here's cake.
All right. But now let me change your mind again.
Maybe they were also like, hey, here it is. It's layers. Think it's sexual. Here it is. So I think I'm gonna go with A.
Okay.
My second choice would have been C. I would love for it to be B because that would be so freaking hilarious, but I think it's existed far longer than Pizza Hut.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't think anything exists longer than Pizza Hut. But, yeah. Okay, so you're Matthew, you're sticking with your
I'll
A?
go with A.
Even though I don't understand. I would think you would just want to get the money, get the deed done, get them out. I don't care if they're awake.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they're awake enough to walk their asses out the door and let somebody else in.
But don't you think back in the day, brothels were kind of sort of like bars also, where people were hanging out and drinking stuff, and then they were like, now I'm gonna pick someone and let's go. And this is my interpretation of a brothel.
And also, I imagine there's a certain amount of hey, we did this thing. You know what? I still got some energy. Let's do another thing for more money.
Right. Maybe it was a way to extend the experience. Right.
Yeah.
You did it once and then you'd get more money if you fed them tiramisu and then more stuff happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, the actual answer, as you guys have correctly guessed, is a brothel. The original recipe was called, I'm not going to try and pronounce that word, which loosely translated into "give me a jolt, bang me."
Nice.
Was the original name of tiramisu before they changed it to tiramisu. So
nice.
Next time you want to order it, maybe just tell the people, "give me a jolt, bang me," and see if they understand. See if they know the history.
And
maybe that's really good.
Been appropriate for Ben Franklin.
Yes, that's true.
It would have been.
And that is why I put that in there as a possibility.
Exact same phrase. Yeah.
So that is our What the Facts for this week. Hopefully
those are good. I love that I learned some things.
Yeah, that was one of the few that I told Joy about in advance because I was like, "That's crazy." So she had to, I believe she had to abstain from guessing.
Take a guess on that one. Yeah.
All right, so that brings us to the end of What the Fact, but not to the end of our show, because this week we are debuting a new segment for which I do not have a graphic, despite the fact that I have so many other graphics for other things, called Available Now, where we're going to look through some different crazy Amazon things, see what sort of insane products there are and all that, and I will share them with you, and we will make fun of them. Before we do that, however, it is time for us to start with Snoop cereal, or as Joy prefers to be called, Snoop Loops, because for some reason she likes it when I say Snoop Loops. Snoop Loops is now available on Amazon for you to order at any moment. Heather, I thought you were going to order it. Have you ordered it?
I have not. I made big promises and then I got distracted by a cat or something, and I didn't. So do remind me, because I do want to.
Okay. Well, folks are interested. Fruity Hoops is available. All three of the main brands are available. But one of the things that I feel like a lot of people say about this show is, "Hey, super important show, I count on you for investigative reporting, and I don't want to disappoint people because we do investigative reporting." And I never thought I would say this, but something is shady going on over at the Snoop cereal compound, or whatever you want to call it. They're trying to manipulate. What I would argue is they're trying to manipulate the search results or the customer reviews for this product, because there are a lot of, I would argue, pretty shady customer reviews. But I'm going to start with the one that I find to be honest. I'm assuming that this one is honest. where it says extremely sweet and entirely artificial, basically saying like it is what you'd expect it to be. It is filled with sugar, artificial stuff. It tastes like a cereal that you would expect it to taste like.
This review is amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you,
like
Brandon Redfearn.
Yeah.
Yeah. The marshmallows are typical fake gritty styrofoam kind in other cereals. Cool.
So this is the main negative review, because the product got 4.5 stars, which would make you think that it is good. But that brings me to this review, which is very difficult to read, but I wanted to make sure people understood. This is a person who is quoting 40 different non-existent people, and I want to read some of them to you because I know that they're very small. So, here we go. I highlighted some. Snoop cereal is a hit in our household. My kids can't get enough of it, and honestly, neither can I. It's become a breakfast staple for us. The flavors in Snoop cereal are so unique and refreshing. It's like a party in your mouth every morning. These are just like things that marketing people wrote down, and they decided to put them
and nobody stopped them to be like, maybe no.
Yeah, maybe put all of them in one post.
Who are you quoting, Kendra Hall?
Yes. Yeah.
The combination of different cereal shapes and flavors in Snoop cereal keeps things interesting. It's never boring.
Yeah, what are you talking about? You talking about a cereal now?
Yeah, you're saying the shapes of a circle.
Wait, can I read one that's standing out to me?
Yeah, please.
I love the vibrant colors in Snoop cereal. It's visually appealing and adds a touch of fun to my morning routine. Really? Yep. A cereal that's existed cereal in this form has existed since a very long time. And this one added the touch of fun to your morning?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I'm gonna jump to the next page of it, because this keeps going, just so we're clear.
It's bursting with flavor and leaves a pleasant, flavor in your mouth or something?
Yeah. Snoop cereal offers a nostalgic experience with a modern twist. It's like a trip down memory lane with a tasty upgrade.
Snoop cereal is a hit at breakfast parties. It's a crowd. What?
Who's having a breakfast party? What's a breakfast party?
What is a breakfast party?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Right. This I love the variety pack option in Snoop cereal. It allows me to enjoy different flavors without committing to just one, which is not a thing that is available right now.
Yeah.
They're talking about how much they love a thing that doesn't exist. The packaging of Snoop cereal is not only visually appealing, but also functional. It keeps the cereal fresh and crunchy.
What?
He really innovated the cereal box.
Yeah.
No one's ever thought to package it that way before.
It comes in a fucking box. This
is wacky. This is hilarious. Are you kidding me? Snoop cereal is my secret indulgence. It's my guilty pleasure that I can't resist.
Yep.
What? It's a cereal.
Yeah. So all of this is to say that it does feel an awful lot to me like this isn't a real person.
And this is still the Kendra Hall stuff?
This is all Kendra Hall, yes.
Okay,
wow. Kendra Hall, somebody needs to teach this person the art of, fake reviewing, because this ain't it.
And if you're wondering, yes, this is the only thing Kendra Hall has ever reviewed. And
Lynette says bad AI. I think Lynette might be correct.
But if you keep going with this, you discover that there is a second post that's called...
Oh, no. It's written the same.
It's the exact same thing, just numbered.
But this one's by an Amazon customer.
Right. But it's the exact same 40 things. Just with a number in front of them.
A combination of different cereal shapes keep things interesting. It's never boring. Who needs to be interested by their cereal? Who is sitting here going, these fucking Cheerios, just 1-0.
Right, which is also what Snoop, Fruity Loops.
Yes, you're right. That's what Snoop Loops are. It's a loop.
Fucking circle.
They're just different. This is
Snoop. I'm upset at you for this.
Is this before they went
Yeah,
on
this one
sale,
also
too?
says it's a party
Yes,
in your mouth.
most of these were from before it went on sale.
Oh, okay.
So it's
This is
yeah.
ridiculous.
So
These were that was posted on my birthday.
It adds a
Aw.
touch
Yeah.
of fun to my morning routine. Okay.
does
I
it?
still want to know what a breakfast party is. Chat, if you know what a breakfast party is, please let us know.
So that's what we got. So who knows whether or not Snoop cereal is any good because they're clearly manipulating the reviews.
Yeah,
So-
I believe the person that was like too much sugar, too
Yeah.
sweet. I have a feeling that that's going to be
So
accurate.
while I was there looking for Snoop cereal,
Joy says they have it at the brothels.
yeah. Wait, how do you know?
That's yeah. Joy, you know what? Joy's smart.
Gotta
She
keep 'em
knows.
awake.
Yeah.
She knows things. Yeah.
So while I was there, I came across a couple of other cereals that I did not know existed. I'm going to go in order of weirdness, least weird
Excellent.
to most weird.
Excellent. I hope I've had at least one of
Yeah.
these.
So our first one is apparently IHOP offers a cereal of mini pancakes.
oh, no.
So if you're ever like, hey, I want pancakes, but I don't want pancakes. I want a cereal that's like pancakes from IHOP. And if you go to IHOP, they do not offer this cereal as an option, but you can totally get IHOP mini pancakes on Amazon right
Mad
now.
at this.
Also, if you're like, hey, I want to get cereal for my children in an irresponsible fashion, you can get Peep cereal, which I've actually seen,
Ugh.
where it's just like straight sugar. I hate my children. I want them to have diabetes and all that.
That is Snoop Loops, but with
Yeah.
Peeps. That is
Yeah,
just more
just
more
with
Snoop
Peeps.
Loops.
So,
Yep.
but when I Googled, normally I just follow the link from Snoop cereal to the Amazon link. But if you just go there and type in Snoop cereal, the second result that you get after Snoop cereal is Poop Like a Champion cereal.
Excuse me?
Poop Like a Champion cereal. It is in no way, shape, or form a parody cereal. It is entirely intended to be a thing that
But
people
it's-
eat.
Designed to look like the chocolate cocoa Rice Krispies box.
Yes, but it is
What?
yeah, it's got this super cool dude on the box who is just telling
He's
you
not
to
pouring the cereal into the bowl.
no.
What is he doing?
He's just being cool,
What?
guys.
Wow.
He's just being cool.
I have no words for how ridiculous that is.
Right. And if you're going like, hey, but do they have a commercial? And did I get it? The answer to both of those questions is yes.
Deep down,
Oh.
everybody loves to poop. But owning the
What?
throne isn't always easy. Enter Poop Like a Champion, the greatest breakfast breakthrough since toast. Now, how does the cereal produce champion poops? With the winning combination of soluble and insoluble fiber. Insoluble fiber is your intestinal powerhouse. It pushes digestion along by bulking up and expanding to become an unstoppable digestive dozer. But soluble
Slice of
fiber is what
pizza.
makes bowel movements magnificent.
That's why
it
you
becomes a
can't shit.
gel-like
You're not
substance in
shitting
your
fucking
gut,
poop.
creating one
Yeah.
perfectly lubricated poop for a smooth
Oh,
ride to
no.
the finish. Rest assured, with soluble on your side, no waste gets left behind. Both fibers are essential for sending you to the can with a can poo attitude. And Poop Like a Champion has more of it than anyone. Be the master of your movements and go for the winning high fiber combo found only in Poop Like a Champion, the #1 cereal for number 2s.
Just have fiber one. Do Kashi.
Yeah.
This is wow.
And I'm going to apologize to you guys now in that
You
there
should have already.
Yeah.
in that there was
Yeah.
a commercial with this dude in it also, but it was on the Amazon site and I couldn't figure out how to rip it off.
That's fine.
So
Where's his skateboard on the table?
because he's cool. Because he's gonna go skateboarding
Because
right
he's
away.
gonna pour cereal. He's not gonna, pour cereal into his bowl.
Right. He's got his sunglasses right there
Just
to
daintily
show that he's
resting
about
on
to
the
be cool.
carafe of I don't know what that is. Is that supposed to be orange juice? Beer?
I think it's beer. It looks like beer.
It's got foam.
Uh-huh.
Also, the sunglasses are just like badly. I mean, it's all badly photoshopped, but they're like badly photoshopped through it.
There's a bar of
That-
chocolate just chilling on the table.
Yeah, and a watch. an old Swatch type watch.
Does this make you guys want to poop like a champion, or I'm just
No.
it's not?
I don't need any help with that.
It is not doing. It's not doing what it needs.
I don't mean to brag.
We've got a champion
yeah.
right here.
I don't know that I'm going to take it this one, but I mean, I'm glad that's the thing I know about you now.
Yeah.
And,
Feel free.
yeah.
Feel free to spread that around.
Which brought us to two more products that I came across while I was there. These are not cereal related. They were just two products that I came across that I thought the world would need to know, or would like to know about. They're both under $25. So even if you're sitting there with $25 burning in your pocket, I encourage you to get one of these two products. The first one, Heather, it seemed that you are going to purchase.
Okay.
If you don't currently have it already, and it's the cat tissue box with tissue coming out of their butt.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah. Again,
Wow.
under $25. If you're ever like, hey,
Great.
whenever I sneeze, I want to, I want to pull it out of a cat's
pretend
butt.
that I'm wiping my nose with something that came out of a cat's butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can send you the link after we're done if you do.
Don't trouble yourself. It's
Okay.
good.
Okay.
The cat looks so happy to be sneezing out of to be shitting out of tissue.
And our second and last thing. Sometimes you just want to feel sexy, Sometimes you just want to like put on some underwear that's gonna make you feel sexy, and that's what we have here. We have alpaca underwear for somebody who just wants to put on underwear that, like, it could be sexy or it could be the grossest thing that's ever been a thing. So, if you got a special night coming up, and,
I have questions about this picture.
This is so badly photoshopped. I'm not even.
Yep.
I can't even focus on the ridiculousness of the alpaca.
Yep.
I
Because
can.
of how badly.
I can.
Because of how badly the rest of it's photoshopped. Yeah.
What's upsetting to you about it?
All of it.
Okay. So you're also not going to. I mean, not that I would want to know if either of you were ordering this, because that's between you and your people. But this is a product that you can purchase right now
I
for
will
under
only purchase
$25.
products from people who have better Photoshop skills.
Okay.
than
What's on the
this.
front? Do we know?
I would love to know
Is the
that.
alpaca's ass on the front? Is it like?
I don't know. I felt so uncomfortable using this picture to begin with that I felt like it was.
This is your limit.
Yeah,
This
is your limit.
podcast does investigative journalism.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one a week. We do one investigative journalism a week, and the rest of it it's just for entertainment purposes. But you know what? Next week I will bring the front of this. I felt like I was invading her privacy by seeing the front. I felt like the back was...
I think you're fine. I don't think there's anything real happening anywhere in this picture, so I think you are okay.
Okay.
Joy says you can pull a tissue out of the front.
That's so upsetting. So that is our new segment available now, with things you can find on Amazon and things like that. So you can get any of those cereals, you can get any of this underwear, you can get that cat stuff, and you can be manipulated by the folks over at Snoop Cereal. And that about brings us to the end of our show, guys.
Nice.
Matthew, thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you for having me.
Uh,
Do you want to do some more plugging?
yes, please. Let me get to the page where I'm supposed to do that.
You don't need a page, Dustin.
True, but I got it.
You do need several other items of preparation. In fact, that cereal might be helpful.
Yeah. Anyway, if you want to see more of Matt, you can see him next Tuesday, July 25th, at the Tank. Is that about right?
Yeah, that is absolutely right.
Show starts at 7:00. Tickets are still available. You can get them in advance at the Tank's website, or you can show up that night and hopefully they're not sold out. But come by. We'll figure
Just
something
buy
out.
them in advance. Just be safe.
Yeah, We'll figure something out. We gotcha. We want you to be part of it. Anything else you got coming up that you want to share with the world?
I'm gonna finish Final Fantasy 16 later when I go home.
Okay. Well, everybody, tune into that as well.
Yeah.
Heather, what about you?
You know, much like Matthew, I also am in the sketch show at the Tank next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Buy your tickets in advance. See more of me, exactly. And I think after this, probably going to watch another episode of The Amazing Race because I'd never watched the show before and recently got into it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And Red Shirts too. I think you guys had a show this weekend. You got another one coming up?
We did. We had a really good show last night. Yes. It was actually really good. We have another one. I won't bore you. We have another one coming up in August. I'm not going to.
Okay.
I'll tell you more about it as we get closer to August. We'll have another one coming up in August.
Yes, we'll promote it. We'll promote it soon.
Mm-hmm.
And
but yeah, y'all weren't there last night. Y'all missed. It was good.
Cool. And for me, you can always follow me at DDATO at Instagram, and apparently now at Thread because I signed up for it, even though I'm not going to Thread. But you're kind of like you have to now. You can always follow us at Super Important Stuff on Instagram to find out what our upcoming guests are, and if we don't have a show, some weird, funny trivia kind of things that you will hopefully enjoy. And of course, you can see me. Well, not see me. You can see, I'll probably do an announcement in a bow or something like that. But you'll see these guys, and I will be helping on Tuesday. Please check it out. And that about does it for this week. We'll be back next week. But again, Matthew, thank you so much for being a guest. We loved having you. And we'll see you guys next week. Have a good one. Bye.